All right, guys, so let's kick it off. So, as you all know, today's masterclass is about off the ball movement. So, there's a lot of people joining in, so I might stop and start again. So, yeah, so as you guys know, there's off the ball movement is so crucial in football, right? So, a lot of you guys play the game, you've been playing the game for a while. If you just started off, this masterclass is going to teach you and give you some advice on how it's going to improve your game. Whether you're an attacking player, a midfielder, a defender in certain situations. Your off the ball movement can help you as well. But more or less, it's going to be for a lot of the clips and a lot of the things I'm going to go through with you guys. Is for to be more of an attacking threat and how you can create more chances for yourself. So I'm going to ask a couple questions, right, guys? Why is off the ball movement so important in football? Yes, creating space. Yeah. What else? Knowing where the opponents are. Yeah. So what do you mean by that? Okay, so then again, that comes with scanning. Yeah, scanning as well. Sorry, deceiving the opponent. Perfect, exactly. So you don't want to be easy to mark. You want to make sure you're unpredictable. Anything else? Any others? Being in the right position to score. Exactly. You need that certain movement to be in the right place, right time. Exactly. Same thing that Kelvin just said. Being in the right position. You need to make sure your off the ball movement is is correct, is good enough so you get away from your defenders. Because if you just stand still, you're easy to mark, right? And a lot of you guys obviously play football now, and if you stand still, it's so easy for a defender. I don't know if there's a few defenders in the chat right now, but I'm sure as a defender, if it was me, I'm a striker myself, but as a defender, I would find it a lot more easier if the attacker didn't move. It just made it easy for me. Whereas if the attacker's always moving and I've always got to look over my shoulder to see where he is to try and mark him, it's a lot harder. So, what players would you guys say? Yeah, guys, that's true. Mute yourselves. And then obviously, if I ask a question I want you to speak, then unmute yourself so it doesn't echo too much for everybody. All right. So, yeah. So, what players would you guys say is like that you guys watch professionally have great movement? Would you say Cristiano, Haaland, yeah, Messi, yeah, Messi. If you watch Messi a lot of the time, right? Messi. Let me just mute this. Yeah, he walks around, but while he's walking around, he's scanning the whole game, right? He's scanning the whole game, and he knows where the space is. So Cavani, that's a great one. Cavani's movement is one of the best. So that's a really good one. Sorry. Mbappe, yeah, Mbappe, another one. So all of these guys, their their movement is what creates a lot of chances for them. So, for example, you look at Ronaldo's numbers, right? He scores so many goals. Um, it's not by chance, it's not by luck. He creates a lot of them chances just by his movement. Okay, so by Ronaldo making the movement, he's dictating to his midfielders. So, for example, when he used to play with Özil or players like that, his movement dictates that's where I want the ball, or the midfielders know. So as well as making that movement, you need to know your teammates as well and know their strengths. Okay, so sometimes you shouldn't run too early, you shouldn't run too late. So timing is everything as well. So I'm gonna go run through a clip with you guys. All right, it's gonna be about Ronaldo and his movement. It's like a 4 or 5 minute clip. We're gonna go through it together. Okay, and then we'll see and take it from there. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm just gonna share my screen with you guys. Can you all see that? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Cool. Let me just accept a couple more people as I think they're trying to join the latecomers. So, as you can see here, yeah, this is the first clip, guys. Have a look. So, defender's got the ball there. Ronaldo's here. Okay. Ronaldo's in this pocket here. He's noticed there's a space here so I can drop in. Have a look. Ronaldo, he's there. He's there. He has a look now. He has a quick look. This is where scanning comes into it. He has a quick look and he sees this defender. I said, I can't let Ronaldo get the ball in here. I need to go. I need to get tight to him. So this is where the top players understand the game, and if you understand the game tactically and you know where to exploit the space, it's going to improve your game a lot. Trust me. So Ronaldo's seen, okay, he's come tight to me now. As soon as he's done that, you'll just see in have a look. So he's about to come tight. I'll just forward it on. As soon as he's done that, that's his chance. There's space is there now. And he's gone. And he gets an assist and Benzema scores. So that is one of the movements, okay? So coming short to go long. Really, really important movement here. So this is another clip. If you have a look, Ronaldo's nowhere to be seen. He's over here. He's over there. Okay, so the ball is in the air over here. So it looks like, okay, it's nowhere near Ronaldo. But the top players are always ready for the next move, okay? So he's always anticipating. He's anticipating for this defender to make a mistake. So as this ball is gone, he's already moving. A lot of players, what they would have done, they would have just stood still. They would have said, oh, the ball's going there. It's nowhere near me. I'm not going to run. But what Ronaldo does brilliantly here, he anticipates this defender, he might make a mistake. If he makes a mistake, I'm in. I'm 1v1 with the keeper. And that's another chance to score a goal. So that is one thing you guys should add to your game. Anticipation. So have a look at this clip. The ball's bounced over. Ronaldo's ready. He's gone. Bang. Another goal for him. Great finish as well. The composure. So anticipation, guys, is another thing. Always anticipate danger and be proactive, not reactive. Okay? So this is another one. Asensio picks it up. Ronaldo, he knows all the spaces in between the centre back and the left back in there. Bang. He's still in a split space. It's gone. Goal. It's short and sharp movements. This one is a brilliant one. So if you're a winger, right, and you feel like sometimes you know the defenders get tight to you really fast, or you don't have enough space to take him on, have a look at this clip right here. Look what he does so well in this clip. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to just take it back again. 1, 2. That check that he done, he didn't do much, did he? He didn't sprint 100 yards. He literally stood in the same area and just did body feints to fake, to go long, to come short. And it's created this gap now. If Ronaldo didn't do that movement before he received the ball, this defender here would have been tight on him, and he wouldn't have been. Ronaldo won't be able to turn. Okay, he won't be able to turn and then do what he does best. So that movement there created space for him to pick up the ball and then drive forwards. So just it's short and sharp movements, guys, all the time. This one now, ball's out wide. Again, simple movements. What he did there, he faked to go inside to take that defender away, and then there's space in the back post, and there's a header. So fake to go in, to go long, it works. Again, this one here now. So defenders, you come into here now. So if you're a defender, have a look. You go up for corners. Always be on the move, guys, and be clever. You have to be clever with your movement. Never be easy to mark. So over here, right, you have a clip. Ronaldo's being marked very tightly. Okay, so what he does, he goes and stands by this defender because he knows he's worrying about him. So now he's in trouble. And he's not even looking at the ball. Ronaldo reads the flight of the ball and it's a goal. So that's another thing, guys. When you're in situations like that, read the flight of the ball. Okay, it's so important because you can do the movement, but you have to make sure you're able to read the flight of the ball to get the connection to execute it. At the end of the day, end product is always the key thing. So here we are, another clip. This defender's in a good position right now. You know, he's in a good position. There you go. Ronaldo's done one fake, and now the gap's opened up there, and he's got a tap in. So we look at that one again. Bang. Let's have a look at that one again. Have a look at him. Bang, bang. He's, again, short and sharp movements, but it makes a big, big difference. This one. The stutter, reads the flight of the ball. Again, Joel Matip, any Liverpool fans in here? So, again, he read the flight of the ball. This one is a clever one again. So reading the game is so important. If you understand football and you understand, your teammates and their movements and how that can create space for yourself, tactically, the game's going to be a lot easier for yourself, and you're going to be able to get more goal scoring opportunities, or your movement can create space for your teammates, like the way Benzema does in this clip. So Benzema creates space for Ronaldo to go and score. And Ronaldo notices there's going to be space there because Benzema's making that run to the front area. So this defender's going to follow him, and the space is going to be in here. Goal. Simple but effective, guys. So this one. Ronaldo has a look. He knows Marcelo's making the overlap. And Marcelo's going to probably get the ball. So this defender's probably thinking, I want to stop Ronaldo making that run here. Because 9 times out of 10, centre forwards, they will make that run. And then they have a tap in. So he knows, I want to stop Ronaldo making that run here. So what does Ronaldo do? Have a look, guys. Notices where the space is. Instead of going to a compact area, he notices where the space is and then the connection to finish. This one. Again, this is where anticipation comes into it and being clever. Modric here, right, is running at speed. The ball's going out of play. So technically, the only place Modric can really put it, because his body positioning, he won't be able to really pull it back over here. It's too difficult with the pace of the ball and how fast Modric is running to try to keep it in. So the only place Modric can really put it is in this area here. And being a clever footballer, you got to understand the game to be able to anticipate where is he going to put it. Ronaldo notices this, so he goes, I'm going to make that run in here. And there's a big space in there. So as soon as the ball comes, he just needs a good connection to score. And it's a goal. Again, guys, this one. He made the fake dart to go in. I'm going to go back again. So he makes a fake dart to go in. And now, once he makes that run, just that little, it's even 2-3 yards. Once he makes that, he puts this defender off. Because this defender gets worried now, and he's focusing on Ronaldo more rather than the flight of the ball. So just that 2-yard step to go forwards, as the defender's got worried, he's panicked, he's looking at Ronaldo, he's lost the flight of the ball, and that gives Ronaldo the advantage, and he goes and scores with a great header again. Okay, this one now. Ronaldo here is offside. As you guys can see, he's offside. So he knows if this ball gets played across, he's behind the defender. It's difficult for him to score because, first of all, he's offside. And being in that position, that defender's going to probably clear it. So he knows I've got to get in front of the defender. And that's the movement there to know where's the most likely way I'm going to score. And he knows I have to make that dart in front of him to go and score a header. Again, short and sharp movements, guys. Nothing major. So this one. Ronaldo knows Mesut Ozil's going to get the ball. So when he knows Mesut Ozil's going to get the ball, instantly in his mind, he knows make a run because Ozil will find me. So in your team, guys, you obviously have the players that are creators, you have the goal scorers, you have the defenders. So as a striker, as an attacking player, as a winger, if you have a midfielder in your team that's creative like Ozil, as soon as he picks up the ball, you need to make sure you're ready to make that run. Okay, it's really, really important. Make that run because you know he will find you. So in this instance, before Ozil's even touched the ball, Ronaldo's off. He's ready. He knows this is the opportunity to go and score because there's so much space in behind. But what he does really well in this clip, guys, if you look, he doesn't just run straight. So you can see he's running in an angle. He's running towards this defender because he's not running like that. Because if he does run like that, he will go and become offside. So running straight on in football, 9 times out of 10, you'll become offside. It's easy to do the offside trap. Whereas if you curve your run, so curving your runs are going to make it so much more difficult for defenders to do the offside trap on you, and it will be easier for you to stay on side. So what he does here, curves his run, and he's in. And everyone knows what happens next. He scores. Here's another one. He knows straight away. Have a look. Let's go back a little bit. As soon as this ball is played, he knows this defender is going to step out because he's got to close him down. And he knows once he steps out, that's a space. The space is in there. So he's ready already, anticipating. He's not standing still watching and admiring. He's anticipating. He's ready to go. Bang, he's in. Great finish again. That's the big thing, guys. When you're watching Ronaldo, right? The most important thing, give me 1 second. The most important thing is he's making the movement, right? But his finishing at the end of it is top. And if you're trying to be, a great player, a good player, you can make all the movements in the world, but if you don't have the end product to go with it, it's not going to be, you're not going to go from a good player to a top player. So the end product is so important. So here, guys, have a look again. Curving his run, sees a space. He's calm, he's composed, and his end product is top again. So those are the clips, we've just seen of Ronaldo. Okay, give me 1 second. So, so from them clips, guys, I want to know, what did you guys learn from watching them clips? Double movement. Okay, so what does a double movement create? Space, exactly. So that double movement will create space. Fake runs, yeah, the double movement. It will create space for you guys to go and score more goals, to be more of a threat to the defenders. What else did you learn from that video? Sorry? Short dashes, yeah. Everything is short and sharp. It's not 100-meter sprints. It's not, crazy sprints. It's short and sharp just to get that yard of space on the blind side of the defenders. Yes, Milan, that's correct. Anticipate what happens next. Exactly. Anticipation, guys. Add that into your game. Believe me, if you add anticipation in your game, you'll score more goals because everyone is human. People make mistakes on the pitch. So if you're able to exploit the mistakes and see where the space is, you're going to be more dangerous. You're going to be able to score more goals. And that way, defenders are going to fear you more. So whatever position you play in, if you're a defender and you're going up for corners, be hard to mark. Be clever. Anything else, guys? Sorry? Sorry, I can't hear you. Your voice is cutting off. Curve the runs. Exactly. Yeah, that's correct. Kelvin, I think you wanted to say something as well. Be unpredictable. Perfect. So unpredictable, guys. If you saw in them clips, he's unpredictable. Defenders don't know what he's doing, and once he makes that movement, as a defender, they hate. Let me tell you one thing: defenders, they hate running towards their own goal. Okay, so if you make that run and they're running towards back to their own goal, that's the defender's nightmare. But if everything's short and he's not doing any big movements, he's just coming to feet all the time, he's easy to mark. It's a defender's dream, you know. Whereas if you're making a defender think all the time, should I go here? Should I go there? Should I get tight to him? If I get tight to him, he's going to spin it behind. Make them think, be unpredictable. Anything else, guys? Yeah, exactly. Anticipate the best scenarios. Exactly. Perfect. So, putting all that to perspective now, when you go into a game situation, when you go into training, start using what you learned in them clips into your own game from now on. So, your next training session, when you go, start doing it. It starts from small steps, guys, because at the end of the day, if you don't utilize that into your own game, you're never going to learn. It's never going to, yeah, you have training today, perfect. It's a perfect chance for you to go there, to invest that, what you learned today into your own game, and you're going to see the benefits. So I want you, for example, to tell yourself, set yourself targets every training session. When you set yourself targets, you know, you can tell yourself, today, I'm going to anticipate, I'm going to make like at least 5 fake runs. So set yourself each target that you want to do, and then make sure you're hitting them targets, zigzag movements, yeah, hitting them targets every training session. And then once you do that in training, it's going to become a habit. Okay, it's going to become second nature. So when you go into a game situation, you're going to be able to do that in a game situation, and then that is where it matters the most at the end of the day in a match situation. That's where it matters, you know. So if you're able to do it in training and then take it into a game situation, believe me, guys, your game will go from here to here in a really, really quick time. Obviously, there's other areas of your game you guys need to improve. But as an attacking player in a corner situation for defenders, for midfielders, be clever, be hard to mark. Make sure you're always in the move. Okay. So that is an analyst of off the ball movement, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that masterclass. You learned something from it. I want to see all of you guys use that in your training sessions. Any questions? Feel free to ask me now for the last few minutes, and then I'll be ending the masterclass. So yeah, any questions? Let me know. Yes, sir. This call I think is getting recorded, so I'll be able to hopefully if you send me your email in the chat, I can try and forward it on to you. All right, no problem. Elias, yeah, if you have any questions, just raise your hands and I'll shout your name out and then you can ask your questions. Yes, Elias. The next masterclass would probably be next week. Okay. So obviously this is a free masterclass. So if you want, we have on our virtual academy program, we have 3 masterclasses every week. But obviously you have to pay for the membership. So if you're interested in that, then you can go on our website and sign up to that. But the next free masterclass will probably be next week. No problem. Any other questions? Yes, Daniel. How to create more space in the midfield like a centre mid. Perfect. So again, as a centre mid, right? If you look at the best players in the world, the best centre mids, how they create space is literally short. Again, little movements. In the centre of midfield, it's the same movements as you see like the wingers or the attackers. It's just in a different pitch, different point of the pitch. So in the attackers, it's in the final third. In the midfielders, it's in the middle. So, but at the end of the day, it's little fakes. So if you're faking to go short and then coming out, that that creates that little yard of space for yourself. But obviously, in future, we'll do another masterclass to analyze centre mids. Okay, to see the movements of centre mids and how they, under pressure, how to receive the ball. So we'll do an analysis of that. Hopefully in the next week or so, and we'll do a centre mid analysis. Okay. Yes, the scanning. Again, scanning comes from repetition. So if you want to improve anything, whether that's your shooting, your dribbling, whatever it is, you have to do it so much it becomes second nature. So in training, go training. Everything you're doing, make sure you keep looking over your shoulder. Okay, make sure you're looking at your surroundings. You know what's around you. You know where your teammates are. You know what your opposition are. So everything you have to make sure you know you're surrounded. Otherwise, if you play with your head down, it's no good. It's no good because by the time you receive the ball, you're gonna get tackled. But when you do receive the ball, you won't know what to do. So it's going to take longer for you to make your next pass, and then you'll get tackled. Um, so make sure you're scanning all the time in training, and then how to be more effective. So that's going to help you. Okay. Yes, Kelvin. Good question. So making your so as a attacking player, right? So you have to make sure what is the best run to make for my midfielder to have the easiest pass, right? Or you might feel like this is the best run to make, but because everyone sees the game differently. In the position you are, where the midfielders are, where the defenders are, they can see the full pitch. You might see a small amount of the pitch. So with you, you can make hand signals. So point at where you want it. So if you're pointing at a direction where you want the ball, they can, as a midfielder, if I see my striker pointing to me and making that run, I know that's where he wants it in his path. Whereas if you don't say nothing, if you're just running in a direction and it's a compact area, it's more difficult for the pass to come. Whereas if you see space, and this is what the masterclass was about, was your movement to exploit space. If you see space in behind, make that movement. Obviously, curve your run to stay onside, and 9 times out of 10, if you have a good creative midfielder, they will be able to find you. Any other questions? Yes, Brenton, you're muted. Unmute yourself. Go on. How do you score more goals as a midfielder? Of course you can. Of course. So if are you more of an attacking midfielder? Okay, cool. So as a midfielder, you're gonna make late runs into the box, right? So making late runs into the box, it's all about timing. So if you have the timing, yeah, you're gonna score more goals. If you get to the box too early, it's difficult. It's harder for you to score goals. So as a cam, as a centre mid, as a box to box midfielder, you're gonna make late runs into the box, but it's all about the timing. If you get there too early, the defenders will mark you. If you get there too late, you miss it. So it's all about the timing. Being able to anticipate it as well. That's where anticipation comes into it. Anticipate where the ball's gonna drop. If you have a look at Frank Lampard, right? Frank Lampard, back in his Chelsea days, was the best midfielder to score goals. Okay, he used to score 20 goals a season as a midfielder. That's ridiculous. You don't get strikers even scoring that every season. So, as a midfielder, go watch his clips on YouTube and watch his runs, the timings of it, the positions he gets to make sure he comes onto it rather than stopping and losing time. So, yeah, so of course you can use the same movements as a midfielder in them clips that you saw. Yes, hey there. Do you have a question? Hey there. Okay. What about what? Sorry, I can't. Ma, Mayowa question. No problem. Yes, Yannick. Uh-huh. Good question. So it depends on each situation, right? Every situation in football is different. Whereas I always say to my wingers, if you're 1v1 with your fullback, you have to take on your man. As a winger, it's so important. You're the player that can make things happen. Okay. So if you're a winger and you're 1v1 with the defender, you have to take him on. And if you feel in that scenario, you have a player in a better position, you cross to him. If you feel like you're through on goal after taking him on and probably shooting is the best option, you do that. So this is where your game understanding comes into it, to read the situation and to know and to scan and to be aware of your surroundings. Because a lot of wingers, they might, take on their man, put their head down, and they don't see that up, their teammates in a better position to score. Or some make the wrong decision in the end and shoot rather than pass. So it's about taking them on, being direct, being effective, okay, but after that, making the right decision, whether to pass, to cross, or to shoot. Does that make sense? No problem. Yes, Brendan, another question. How to know when to pass. Okay, again, that comes with your game understanding. So if you're a midfielder, you see a striker making a great run, okay, you got to play him in. So go with your instinct. So if you feel like at that moment in time that is the best thing to do, trust your instinct, because more times than not it will be correct. Okay. Whereas if you double doubt it, you think about it too much, and you lose that opportunity to play that pass. Obviously, that he goes offside, and you miss the opportunity to score a goal for your team. Again, in an opportunity, when is the best time to shoot? When is the best time to dribble? You have to see the game. You have to understand the game. If you're in the box, you have to shoot. Anyone in the box, you have to shoot. Okay, if it's a tight situation and you might have a player who has a tap in, play it across and he has a tap in. But more times than not, in the box, you're in the 18-yard box. If you don't shoot, you'll never score. Okay, so in and around the box, have shots. When you're outside the box, see what the best option is, and take it from there. Yes, Hanif, how to get more involved where? In the game as a striker? Good question. So as a striker, right, sometimes you can go a lot of the game without touching the ball. And, that's where strikers, the best strikers like Haaland, for example, you have to be ready all the time. Whereas if you want to get more involved, sometimes make the centre back think a little bit. Drop into the space, into like the number 10 role, see if the defender follows you. Sometimes they won't follow you, sometimes they will. If they don't follow you, you can link up the ball, you can get it, receive it, link up with your midfielders, then go make a run back in there. If they do follow you, from the clips you saw, you spinning behind, no problem, Milan. Hopefully, you learned something from the masterclass. So if they do follow you, they come on tight. The space is in behind now. That's when you make your run. So it's little clever movements like that. It's going to make you get more involved in the game. To see, always make the defenders think about what to do. I want to just have a look at the chat, see if I've missed any questions. Sometimes the defender is tight and you don't react as early as you should. How would you solve the problem as a winger? Dion, so if the defender comes tight to you early on, right, and you can't do the feint, that's when you make the running behind. Okay, so when the defender comes tight early on, that's you go, okay, thank you very much. I'm going to spin and go in behind. Thanks for the lesson, Sam. So yeah, no problem, Talok. All the best, mate. So if they come tight, spinning behind, and if they don't come tight, that's when you can receive it. But when you do that little movement, when you have 5 yards, 3 yards of space, and it creates a bigger gap for yourself. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed that masterclass. Hopefully, you guys learned something from it, and no problem, Kelvin. And hopefully, I'll do another one very soon, maybe next week. And yeah, all the best. Let me know in my next masterclass. I want to see you all back. Let me know how it goes. See if you installed everything you learned today into your own game. And then yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys all soon. Have a good day, guys. Take care. No problem. No problem. Yusuf, no problem, bro. Hopefully you learned something. No problem. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.